Hello everyone, this is MTF8, and I'm starting a new game of Farming Simulator. And I thought I'd go ahead and make a little quick start video. As you can see there, I chose to start a game on hard difficulty. And basically I'll just walk through the mods that I'm using. I only have a handful of mods installed to make farming a little bit easier. Otherwise I'm using the stock vehicles for the majority of the of my playing. Let's go ahead and get these tooltips out of the way. Alright, so first things first is we're going to want to get rid of these Kramers. I don't want these Kramers, don't need these at all. Here, let's sort this by vehicles we own. You don't need this cultivator either, because one of the first things we're going to buy is another seeder. We don't need that. We don't need these weights. So one of the first things that I like to do is go to the store here, hit P on the keyboard to purchase, and we want to buy a seeder. Actually, we're gonna need a new tipper too. We already own one of these crones. We're just gonna go ahead and get another one. And we need ourselves a new sowing machine. Yeah, this 3-point seed drill. This thing's great. You don't have to cultivate before you use it, so it saves you a lot of time when you first start out. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. And we're going to go into our menu here and just go ahead and reset all of those vehicles back to where we're at. Back to our home base. Didn't I buy weights too? I guess I forgot to buy weights. Let's buy some weights. Oh, there they are. We'll buy one of these weights for the red tractor that we currently own, and one of these for the green tractor. And let's go ahead and reset those. Alright, there we go. There's our stuff. Let's go ahead and get this plow out of the way. And then we'll get our front weights going. Hook that up. Already I'm feeling not having a front weight. Well, let's go ahead and drop that right now. It's already given us a headache. So, almost forgot the very important first step is when we start out, we get this one field. And it's already full of wheat, so let's go ahead and get it harvested. So we'll go ahead and hook up our mower. And now is a good time to talk about one of the first mods that I'm using, and that's the electronic speed limiter. You can see down the lower right-hand corner there, it says disabled. When you hire a worker, they're gonna use the farm implement in one of the 3 cruise controls. This allows you to sort of max or min or electronically limit those cruise controls. So let's go ahead and turn on our harvester. And I know for a fact that this harvester can get going pretty fast here. So let's go ahead and just zip them all the way up to about speed 60. And it'll tell us when it can't go any faster. Let's go 80. Let's see if that's too fast. No, let's go. Oh, yep, there we go. That's too fast. So let's cut it back down to about 78 and we'll hire our worker. Oh, and the worker is harvesting at level 2. So we'll just bump that up to 78%. There we go, 77, that's close enough. So let's go ahead and get our front weights on our tractors. This medium weight is plenty good for this tractor. And of course, you always want to hit V as in Victor to lower your weights. The tooltip doesn't show you that automatically, but it helps for steering around your tractors immensely. Let's see. Probably one of the things we want to do is hook up this trailer first. We'll just maneuver in here, hook it up quick. And then now, with careful maneuvering, you can hook up these 2 wagons together without this other mod that I'm using, but using this mod just makes it so much quicker. Basically, just get these guys close. And when we get back here, yep, we get the option to attach these. This is the manual attaching mod, and highly recommend getting it. You just hit Q. Whoa! These guys will jump together, and then we can go driving off. Yeah, that should have killed me. I gotta clean up these tooltips. So, now that we got these wagons hooked up, we can go start clearing. Start waiting for our combine to get the hopper filled up, and then we can get it drained out. Another mod that I'm using is the Inspector 2013 mod, and you can see there's a lot of detail in the upper left-hand corner about the two vehicles that are currently being operated right now. One of them has the worker in it, and the other one has me in it. As you can also see in the worker one, it shows it how full of weed it is, and when it gets about 80+% full of weed, it changes color. Makes it really useful. I'm not sure how much of that is in regular. Here, we'll catch this guy when he comes to an end here. The workers will always wait at the end of the field for you. If you manage to catch them right at the end of the field like this, even if their hopper isn't full, they'll wait for you to go ahead and pull in here, but you'll need to get out of their way when they're done. So go ahead and get out of this guy's way. And you'll continue on working. Alright, let's go ahead and get in this green machine here. Let's get the front weight on it. And let's get the seed drill hooked up to it. Ooh, actually, we need to fill the seed drill up. So we'll hook this up. Put down the front weight. And we'll go ahead and hook up the seed drill. So basically the name of the game here is we want to get gigantic stockpiles of grain in our silos and wait for there to be a big run or a great demand. And when the great demands happen are when we make the most money from our crop. And so we just kind of want to play the waiting game and wait for those great demands, and then we can maximize our profits. When you first start out, it's incredibly mind-numbingly boring because you only have the one field, and it takes forever for the great demands to rotate in. And what I usually will do is just put myself into a lot of debt right off the bat, and I'll probably end up just buying these one of these fields over here pretty quick. So, alright, we got our seeder almost filled. And then, of course, there is still a bug in this game where when the hired worker is using the seeder, it doesn't actually reduce the seed count in the machine, but it really only represents a very small percentage of money from your overall costs. And so, just to be efficient about it, we're going to go ahead and start planting this field right here. So I'm pretty sure we will seed at level 1. And let's just go ahead and speed up. We have wheat selected, so that's good. We'll speed up. Oh, that's not too fast. About 46%. We'll go ahead and hire a worker. And oh, look, I left the red tractor in the way. Let's get that red tractor out of the way. Looks like it's just about time to pick up from this guy anyway. So here, we'll do a big circle. This is the field I'm thinking we'll buy right away. Going into debt really isn't all that detrimental in this game. It just represents, again, a percentage of money that you may or may not have. Yeah, let's go ahead. Try to match speed with this guy. There we go. Another great use of the electronic speed limiter is you get to pace with the other machines a lot more effectively. And we'll go ahead and just let him fill up completely. It's a fun game. This is basically the entirety of the game. There's also cows you can get, and there's missions you can also do. Speaking of which, I think I'm just going to go ahead and turn those missions off, because I don't really have time or necessity to do them right now. I think I'll move my time scale down to normal and slow. I'll do this routinely. I'll plant all my fields in real time and slow, and then speed them up really, really quick when they grow. That way all my fields grow at the same time, then I can harvest them at the same time. And then just basically keep up that cycle going. Let's go ahead and save our game. We haven't saved our game in a while. Alright, these guys are going. So, let's see here. So, I know I basically was just starting a new game to start a new game. Thought I'd go ahead and record another quick start guide. I'm still getting some hits on this video on YouTube. So, let's see. I talked about the mods. There's not too much left here. So I think what I'll do is we'll go ahead and get this field done and picked, and we'll be right back. Oh, I just thought of something we could talk about. We can talk about the PDF that's down here. And this PDF has a whole bunch of cool little features. You hit I to bring it up, and then the number 9 will select the individual submenus inside this. So you hit I again, you can see the weather, and you can see it going out a few days. Weather really doesn't have much of an impact on this game that I've found. Here are the prices, and really all you're looking for are whatever has the great demand. When those come up, you'll want to, if you have that type of grain available, you'll want to sell it. That's when you'll make your most money. This will also show you your finances. It'll show you today, 2 days ago, and then your total finances. Of course, we've only been playing today, so it's not going to get us very far. And it also shows us our statistics. What we actually have in regards to inventory and whatnot. Oh, looks like I'm in this guy's way. Let's get out of his way. There, am I out of your way? Alright, there we go. And so you can see here, it shows you a bunch of cool statistics. Shows you how many cows you own, how many sheep you own, how many chickens you own. We don't own any of those right now, and honestly, that's just sort of a fun thing you can do. I don't really think they make you too much money. Like I said, the name of the game is to rotate your crops, get big stockpiles, and then wait for those great demands. Okay, this field's just about done. I think actually what I'm going to do is... Oh, let's go ahead and select our trailer over so we disconnect the right trailers. Well, actually here, we'll have to fill this guy up. I'm going to fill this guy up, and I think I'm going to go ahead and drive myself to the bank and get enough money to plant both these fields. Because that just seems to make sense. Oh, did I get it in time? Yep, there we go. Here, go ahead and fill up. There you go. Let's get this PDF viewer out of the way. Okay, so as soon as he gets full, or as soon as he gets emptied, I'll go ahead and park our trailers here, and then let's see how much money we need to buy this field. I'm pretty sure it's like 25 grand or something like that. Let's find out. Oh, hit R. Yep, about 25 grand. Okay, so we have about 7 grand, so we're gonna need about a 20 grand loan. No big deal. It's only money. Like most farmers in America, you go into debt. Don't have a lot of choice in the matter. Let's go this way. I'll take a little shortcut. Oh, pedestrian, 5 points. Okay. Hello, Mr. Banker. We need 20 grand. Thank you. Simple as that. So now we owe the bank 170 grand. Oh well, whatever. No big deal. To my knowledge, tax collectors, or debt collectors, do not come knocking down your door in this game, so... Let's go ahead and get back home, and I'm sure it'll be just about time to move the harvester out of the way, and to pick up the rest of the grain out of it. And then by the time we do that, it'll be time to plant the other field. Stupid trees get out of the way. Yep, so let's go ahead and we'll drive over and buy the field first. Thank you for the field. Oh, we're so poor. 3 grand in our pockets, and the bank says we owe them 170 grand. Hook up our grain buckets. And we'll drive our guy right about here, and then we'll drive the harvester. Let's hop in the harvester. There we go, let's put that pipe out. We'll drive the harvester right behind here. Did I not pull forward far enough? I think I didn't pull forward far enough. There you go, let's pull to here. I think I need to pull forward. I think I'm still in front of the cedar. I'll just pull forward to here. There we go. Alright, we'll let him finish. Yep, put the pipe back in. And then we'll just park this guy kind of back here. We're not going to move him too far because in just a few minutes he'll be harvesting this field again. So when it comes to harvesters, you'll be stuck with this one for quite some time. I usually end up getting about 3 of these little red guys before I end up getting one of the larger harvesters. The price difference is really massive. I think it's about 40 grand for that red guy and a tool head. It's like 240 to get the next size up, so you'll need a lot of money to get the next size up harvesters. You can buy 10 of the smaller ones for the price of a larger one. It does save some time though. So we'll go ahead and dump our grain here, and if we bring up our map or our PDF, you can see there's our wheat going in. And we'll dump this here, and then we'll get going. So a common mistake that people do when they first start playing this game is these green silos here are where all your grain is stored. And if you drive underneath them, you'll fill up your trailers with that seed. So you don't want to do that, or that grain rather. Because if you fill it up with a different seed than you're harvesting, you won't be able to fill up your trailers anymore. It's a pretty common mistake. Everyone does it at least once. Let's go ahead and get these things out of the way. And let's just park our wagons are fine right here. Let's go ahead and check out our cedar. Yep, looks like he's just about done. So, one of the drawbacks of using the electronic speed limiter, the ESL limiter, on the hired workers, as you can see, they leave a little bit left over at the end here. So what I'm going to do is just jump in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up quick. You really don't have to, and eventually in larger fields, I eventually stop doing it altogether. I just let that little bit be done. But since we have just such small fields now, I want to go ahead and do this. See, we got a little bit of a speed warning there. Looks like we're right in the sweet spot for drilling, for seeding. Well, let's line up a little bit better here. Drop it, and cruise control. There we go. Now this field will plant up all nice. So we'll go ahead and get started on the next field. So we planted wheat here. Let's plant wheat again in this next field just to make it easier for harvesting. And hopefully one of the first great demands that we have will be wheat. Because if it's barley, it'll be annoying. We won't be able to make any money. So we'll go ahead and plant this field, and when that's done, we'll have I'll go ahead and bump the speeds up, and then we'll go through another harvest session. All right, we're just about done. Just got about one more pass, maybe two. Oh, don't get hung up on the tree there. Sometimes your workers will get hung up on trees. It's really no big deal. You just gotta unhire them, back them up, and then line them up on the field again. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a beautiful day for farming. This cabin looks really hot. Looks like it'd be really hot in this cabin. Alright. So the worker's done. Let's go ahead and back ourselves up and just clean up the edges quick. Sure, it looks like a mess behind us, but I don't care. I like driving in first-person view. Alright, lift it up. Go ahead and drive the other side of the field here. And we'll clean up this side. Turn her off, pick it up. Let's see, how'd we do? That side looks pretty good. Let's see how this side looks. Not too bad. Workers do a better job than I do. That's why I pay them the money. Alright, let's go ahead and set ourselves up in the corner of the field here. And we'll go ahead and change our settings so we can watch the field grow. It should be good. Yeah, let's set up over here. I think we can climb up on the cut. Whoop! Just hit the tree there. Oh, hung up on the tree. There we go. Let's just park ourselves right here, and we'll get in the combine. We'll set the combine up at the edge of the wood, at the place here. Well, while we're doing this, I'll go ahead and show you. So I go ahead and I increase time to 120 times speed and plant growth to fast. That's going to make it so that our crop's going to grow in about 24 hours. 24 hours in-game time translates to about, I believe it's 12 minutes real-world time. So this is going to take a little bit. But in the meantime, I think we can do some crazy. We could jump up in the. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right, climbing up on the harvester. Get a good shot of the fields here. All right, there we go. When we come back, should have a grown field. Alright, here we are on a foggy, stormy morning. It didn't make for a very good time lapse. Last time I did this, I had great skies and video didn't turn out, but anyway, we've got a full-grown field, so let's go ahead and jump in the harvester and get going on harvesting. And basically, we're just going to repeat this cycle over and over and over again, rotating our crops and waiting for the big demands. We didn't have a big demand happen during this first day, but it's no big deal. Basically, you just got to keep planting and keep going. Eventually, I will go into the hole here. You can see I've only got about 800 bucks. Eventually, you will run out. You'll go into the hole. It's no big deal. The big demand will happen, and you'll make some money, and it'll be no big deal. All right. Yep. Looks like I've got plenty of minutes chewed up here for the first episode. So, hope you guys have had fun watching. And if you have any questions, just feel free to put them in the comments there, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Otherwise, I hope to keep doing some recording on this, and might even do something a little bit crazy going forward here. But we'll just have to wait and see. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you had fun.